Thank you. Thank you. An interesting little experiment here in which we only use 8 cards, getting rid of the rest of the deck so we can focus just on what happens to these 8 cards, because it's really interesting. These 8 cards, the 4 jacks and the 4 aces, the 4 jacks are going to change places with the 4 aces, one at a time, invisibly. Now, as a little memory peg, I'll place these down here. Jacks on the box. That's your little memory peg. And the aces in the hands. And the aces are going to change places with the jacks, one at a time. The first to go is going to be the ace of diamonds. All I have to do is give it a little magical wiggle like that, and it changes places. With the first jack, 1 ace traveling over there, 1 jack traveling over here, a few more aces to go. The next ace to go is going to be this one. If I give it a little snap just like this, the next one goes just there. Now we have 2 jacks over, 2 aces to go, and these 2 aces are going to go at the exact same moment, changing into the 4 jacks just like this, but now all at the same time as I just take the 4 jacks, run them through the magical fist, and now they've turned back into those 4 aces, the 4 jacks, now once again back on the box. And there you go. You know, when people see this sort of thing, you know, it's automatic for them to think, boy, your hands are fast and that sort of thing. But really, you don't even have to touch the cards in order to do magic. You know, a lot of people don't realize that mind power, the ability to project thoughts, is a very important device in magic. I'll show you what I mean. Now, we didn't prearrange anything, did we?
No.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to think of a card. And I'm going to see if I can't project the name of that card into your mind. Okay? So make your mind a blank for a second. I'm going to think of a card. Got it. Got it. Name it out loud.
7 of hearts.
Oh, that's great. Good job. That was very impressive.
Wait a minute.
You're not convinced.
Something's wrong.
Oh, you need proof. Oh, you need proof. Oh, we have skeptics in the audience. Skeptics in the audience. Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do. Not only will I do it again, but I will give you physical proof, tangible evidence that it can happen. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to think of a card. I'll think of a different card. Okay? All right? I won't touch the cards at all. Won't come close to the cards. But I'm going to remove the card that I'm thinking of as evidence. Okay? So do me a favor, take the cards up, turn the faces towards me, and start showing me the faces of the cards, and I'll tell you which card to place down so that I don't even touch any of the cards.
But you're going to see them.
But I need to see the faces. Pick up the entire deck. There you go, and just start fanning the faces towards me. There you go. And I'll see if I can't find the card. Keep going. Keep going on down. And I'll have you remove it for me when we come to it. Let's see. Back here. It's a card back here. So move back just a little bit. And I'm going to have you set down this card right there.
Okay.
This card right there. Very good. Now, here's what I need you to do. Take the cards into your hands and start face down. Start start dealing cards onto the table.
Face down.
Face down. There you go. Actually, you can take the cards from anywhere that you'd like. They can be the top, the middle, the bottom. I'm going to need you to just end up with a small pile of random cards. Any number that you want, taken from any spot in the deck that you want.
Okay.
There you go. And we'll just set these over here because the pile that you end up with on the table is going to be the one that we're working with. Square those up. There you go. There you go. A little squaring action there. Very good. Now, there's no way that I could have influenced you to take any particular cards. No way I could have determined how many cards you were going to end up taking from the top of the deck or from the middle or from the bottom. Now, I want you to take those cards that you've arrived at, and I want you to count them into 2 piles. One pile after the other. There you go. Doesn't matter if these piles come out even or not. It's not that kind of a trick. All we need are 2 totally random cards that are going to tell us the value of the card that I've selected and put to one side. See, this card is going to tell us the value of this card. And this card is going to tell us the suit of this card. No way I can know what those are. Why don't you turn those up for me? Let's see what we've got.
Both of them?
Looks like we have a jack and a diamond. Totally arrived at, physical evidence that mind power can in fact work. And there you go.